भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टाप्रयेषु बुद्धेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति हरि ओम् तत्सत्। ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं श्रीगुरुं दिनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं। श्रीरूप गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। So today we will be discussing this verse, Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 8, from 4th Purvam Dhruva verse number 57. A nice verse and gives us to delve deeper into the philosophy and also to cover sweet pastimes of what Nityananda Prabhu we never heard of. All the holy places in Ekachakra for 4 hours drive from Mayapur. So next time we visit so many places, almost 10 to 12 holy places within Ekachakra small village. We'll cover all those today. Just tomorrow is a very busy day. So 4:57. स्वाइच्छावतारचरित्रे अचिञ्च निजमायया करिष्यति उत्तमश्लोका तद्ध्यायेत् दृढयन् गमम्। स्वाइच्छावतारचरिते अचिञ्च निजमायया करिष्यति उत्तमश्लोका तद्ध्यायेत् दृढयन् गमम्। स्वाइच्छावतारचरिते अचिञ्च निजमायया करिष्यति उत्तमश्लोकात्यध्याययेत् दृढयन् गमम्। Swaicha, by his own supreme will, avatara, incarnation, charitai, activities, achincha, inconceivable, nija maya, by his own potency, karishyati, perform, uttama sloka, the supreme personality of Godhead, that, jayet, one should meditate, hridayam gamam, very attractive. First word is itself is very important. Swaicha, we'll understand that will, what is supreme will. So translation by Divine Grace is Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Vijay. My dear Dhruva, besides worshipping the deity and chanting the mantra 3 times a day, you should meditate upon the transcendental activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in its different incarnations as executed by His supreme will and personal potencies. My dear Dhruva, besides worshipping the deity and chanting the mantra 3 times a day, you should meditate upon the transcendental activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in its different incarnations as executed by His supreme will and personal potencies. Bishop Prabhupada, devotion service comprises 9 prescribed practices: hearing, chanting, remembering, worshipping, serving, offering everything to the deity. That is Prahlad Maharaj quoting. Swaram Kirtanam Vishnu Swaranam Padasevanam Archanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmaniveda iti Puntartada Vishnu Bhakti Chet Navalakshana Bhagavati Yodha Uttam. So one must try to follow these 9 practices, starting with hearing and chanting and remembering and worshipping and serving, offering, everything. So this way, 9 types are given directly. Bhagavati of the not indirectly. Directly one must take Prahlad was instructing to the schoolmates. Here Guru is advised not only to meditate on the form of the Lord, but to think of his transcendental pastimes in his different incarnations. As we start chanting the holy name, one must be gradually hearing the holy name and gradually the holy name will reveal Nama, holy name will reveal Rupa, the actual beautiful form of the Supreme Lord. Narmani gave the beautiful description of the actual transcendental form of the Lord. विप्रद्वासकनकविशं वैजयन्ती च मालां रन्ध्रान् वेणो रद्रसुतया पूरयन् गोपवृन्दैः श्रीवृन्दारण्यं सुन्दरवनं प्रविशद्गीतकीर्ति yellow dhoti and peacock feather Vaijayanti Mala. So Lord Nityananda's favorite is Kadamba flowers. And we did that sometimes in Durban, Subhakesha puts the two yellow, like a small yellow, like a balls at the end of the turban on the right or left side. Those are generally those are the Kadamba seeds. Sometimes flowers also yellowish color flowers. That is a favorite of Lord Nityananda. And then the favorite of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Manaka flowers. That seems to be available here also. The Kadamba flowers is coming from that kind of orange tree. Seems to be that's how it appears. That is also available here. And the different yeah, transcendental possible. Monopoly philosophers take the incarnational Lord to be in the same category as ordinary humanity. This is a great mistake. The incarnation that is Om Dushkutram Prabhuddhante Naravam Mayaya Aparatagna Asuram Bhavamasita. So they think Lord also takes ordinary form. They're not forced to appear like an ordinary living entity. That's why the first word itself, Swaita, by his own desire, by his own will is coming. But for us, we are being forced to appear. We are being forced every day. So by our own karma, we are being forced to act in certain way. The incarnate Supreme Personality of God is not forced to act by the material laws of the nature. The word Swaita is used here to indicate that he appears out of his supreme will. The conditioned soul is forced to accept a particular type of body according to the karma given by the laws of material nature under the direction of supreme Lord. Yeah. Karma Daivanatya, those Devabhuti. But when the Lord appears, he is not forced by the dictation of the material nature. He appears as he likes by his own internal potency. This is in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4. This, by his own internal potency, Atmamaya, Swa Atmamaya. This is the that is the difference. The conditioned soul accepts a particular type of body, such as the body of Bhagavan, by his work and by the superior authority of the material nature. But when Lord Krishna appears in the incarnation of Lord, he is not the same kind of a hog as an ordinary animal. Krishna appears as Raha, an expansive creature which cannot be compared to an ordinary hogs. The appearance and disappearance are inconceivable to us. In Bhagavad Gita, it is clearly said that he appears by his own internal potency for the protection of the devotees and the annihilation of the non-devotees. Yes. Paritranaya sadhana. Chapter 8. I think the devotee should always consider that Krishna does not appear as an ordinary human being or ordinary beast. His appearance as Varahamurti or a horse or a tortoise. The exhibition of his internal potency. Ananda Chinmaya Rasatri Avirya Eva Nidrupataya Kavi Govinda Madhupurusham Tamam Bhajam. Ananda Chinmaya Ras. This pastime. One should not mistake the appearance of the Lord as a human being or a beast as the same as both of ordinary conditions who appear with laws of nature. Animal or human being as a demigod, this kind of thinking is offensive. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has condemned the Mayavadis as offensive to the Supreme Personality of God because of their thinking that the Lord and the conditional living entities are one and the same. Narada advises, Narada means Nara and the one who gives Narayan, Lord Narayan. For the advisor Dhruva to meditate on pastimes of the Lord, which is as good as the meditation of concentrating one's mind on the form of the Lord. As meditation on any form of the Lord is valuable, so is chanting is different. The chanting of different names of the Lord, such as Hari, Govinda, Narayana, but in this case, we are especially advised to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra as stated in the Shastra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Sri Chaitanya Mano Vishram Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamiham Dadati Swapadantikam. की जाए भगवान की जाए गौर भक्तों की जाए. So here it has been mentioned Swaicha, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is describing to Sanatana Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita about this Lord's potencies and energies in great detail. So, Lord has three types of energies, or let's hear the actual the conclusion or purports by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his Chaitanya Sikshamrita is giving a conclusive purport so that we can easily understand. Then we will refer to Chaitanya and Charitamrita, where it is mentioned Krishna has one personal energy called Swarupa Shakti or Parashakti. You have to pay attention, otherwise you will get confused questions. Krishna's one personal energy called Swarupa Shakti or Parashakti. This Parashakti, Swarupa Shakti, has three Vibhavas, three Prabhavas, three Anubhavas. So one Shakti called Parashakti or Parashakti or Swarup Shakti, and it's transformed into three Vibhavas, three Prabhavas, three Anubhavas. And then the three vibhavas, first thing, vibhava, prabhava, anubhava. These are the three terms we are seeing. From one energy, this transformation. Now we will see one by one. Vibhavas. There are three vibhavas. Chit Shakti, Jiva Shakti, Maya Shakti. Jivas, living entities, energy, marginal energy. Maya Shakti, external energy. Chit Shakti is like internal energy. This is the first category, Vibhava. So one leads to another. You'll see the chain. That's why Vibhava, Prabhava, Anubhava. Anubhava is a very condensed, very personal mellows, very condensed form. Vibhavas are at high level. It's not so, it's not a mellow or rasa act. So it is in the more, condensed form, but actually Anubhava is more detailed. Anubhava, such as Satvika Bhava, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Krishna, all, most of the incarnations exhibit in their pastime. That is Anubhavas. So that's why that is more detailed. So Vibhava, that's why internal energy, marginal energy, external energy. Chit Shakti, Jiva Shakti, Maya Shakti. From one Shakti, first one is Vibhava. These are Vibhava, high level. And next, there are three Prabhavas. Now, Vibhavas transform into three Prabhavas. Three Vibhavas, now three Prabhavas. What are those three Prabhavas? Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, and Gnana Shakti. So, three Prabhavas are Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, and Gnana Shakti. And that's why in this verse we see Icha Shakti. So, Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, and Gnana Shakti. Now, from this further transformation is three Anubhavas or Sandhini, Haladini, Samvit. So we saw Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Gnana Shakti. That Kriya Shakti or activity, Icha Shakti is a desire, a will of the Supreme Lord. From Vibhavas of Chit Shakti is transforming into these three. Chit Shakti, Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Gnana Shakti, internal energy. That Icha Shakti is simply Lord Krishna wills and desires. Automatically things will happen. Who carries? Lord Balaram, Kriya. Who's doing? Lord Balaram. Sometimes direct, sometimes indirectly. Means his expansions after expansion, like Lord Ananda, Lord Sesha, I explained in the first class. This is the part 4 of Lord Nityananda's Glories we're discussing. Icha Shakti is the will of the Supreme Lord, desire of the Supreme Lord, and Gnana Shakti, knowledge. So that is also coming from the Lord Krishna. Icha Shakti, Gnana Shakti. Now Kriya Shakti is Lord Balram's. That is activity. Kriya Shakti is also called Sankarsana Shakti. Now from this So we heard vibhavas. Vibhavas are chit shakti, internal energy, marginal energy, and external energy. That is vibhava. From one energy of Swarup Shakti, first came vibhavas, internal energy, marginal energy, external energy. And then from there, transformed into prabhavas. Those prabhavas, especially the chit shakti, transformed into icha shakti, kriya shakti, jnana shakti. Out of those three, icha shakti, jnana shakti is generally Lord Krishna. And then Kriya Shakti is Lord Balram, Sankarshan Shakti, it is also called. Now, so Vibhavas to Prabhavas, now Anubhavas, more detailed, very, very intimate. Three Anubhavas are Sandhini, Hladini, and Samvit. So the same internal energy, one internal energy of Swarup Shakti came to Vibhavas as Chit Shakti, Jiva Shakti, Maya Shakti, and then from Vibhava then came Prabhava, and that is Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti. Now the further transformation is three Anubhavas called Sandhini, Hladini, and Samvit. Hmm. That the Kriya Shakti we discussed, that is called Sandhini potency. Expansion, Sandhini potency is called Sat existential potency. Kriya Shakti transformed into Sandhini or existential potency or Sat potency. Sat Chit Ananda, we say that Sat aspect is coming from Lord Balaram. Sandhini. Sat means Sandhini. We must remember in that Sat means Sandhini. Chit means Samvit, knowledge. That Chit Shakti, when we say generally that Chit means, but Chit from Chit only this transformed. Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti. Icha and Jnana is Lord Krishna, Kriya is Balaram. Then Anubhavas are Sandhini is Kriya Shakti, Haladini is Srimati Radharani, and then Samvit is Krishna. Samvit is knowledge. Sat Chit Ananda. Ananda is Srimati Radharani. Samvit is Lord Krishna. Sandhini is Lord Balaram. Even though originally everything is one thing, Swarup Shakti from Lord Krishna, but he is dividing and is giving because that's how he wants. He wants to exchange rasas. He doesn't is Lord himself, but he wants to exchange rasas. Is giving these three, Lord Krishna and Srimad Radharani is together. One personality divided into two. Radha Krishna Pranay Vikriti Hladini Shakti अस्माद् एकात्मना द्वि देहभेदौ गतौ तौ. So one body but transformed into two personalities. Then again they become Sri what is it? Chaityam Akyam Aduna I forget the verse. Radha Bhava Samalitam Naumi Krishna Surupam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Again they combine into one. First one transformed into two, Radha and Krishna. Then again Radha and Krishna coming back as one. That is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So anyway, now Anubhavas are Sandhini, Hladini, Samvit. Hladini is Srimad Radharani, Satchit Ananda aspect. Sat aspect is Sandhini, is related to the Kriya Shakti, and Samvit is the knowledge aspect, also desiring and willing, Icha aspect. So the Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti relate to Samvit, the Kriya Shakti relate to Sandhini, but the same Icha Shakti is also the pleasure is coming Hladini. Either way, so that's why first thing is Swarup Shakti transformed into Vibhavas, Chit Shakti, Jiva Shakti, and Maya Shakti, and then Prabhavas came, which is Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, and then Kriya Shakti, and then Anubhavas came as Sandhini, Hladini, Samvit. So hope it clarified. So because otherwise you'll get confused if we don't elaborate. By the influence of Chit Shakti, Supreme Will, the Chit Shakti manifests Goloka, Vaikuntha, and other places of Lord's pastimes. So Krishna is willing just by his desire, Icha Shakti, things are happening. Who's doing Kriya? He is desiring and willing. He is not doing. Who's doing? Lord Balaram is doing. Goloka and Vaikuntha, when it says, and these manifested, who manifested by whose energy? Kriya Shakti, Lord Balaram, then Golok Vrindavan, it's always there, but manifestation happened by Lord Balaram, and material world also Lord Balaram. So that's why Kriya Shakti, he is the one who's doing, he is serving, servant Godhead. So Sevya Bhagavan, Sevaka Bhagavan. Lord Krishna accepts service, Lord Balaram gives service. So in this way, he is manifesting. By the desire of Krishna, Balaram is doing Kriya. So Lord's various two have Krishna's names, pastimes, other places, Lord's various two-handed or four-handed or six-handed form. The pastime with his associates in Goloka, Vrindavana, Vaikuntha, spiritual qualities such as mercy, forgiveness, generosity. All these are manifested. By the influence of Jnana Shakti, the Chit Shakti produces various perceptions. Aishwarya, so Madhurya, beauty of spiritual world, all these are coming from that Jnana Shakti. Krishna alone possesses that Icha Shakti. The controller of Jnana Shakti is Vasudeva. Controller of Kriya Shakti is Baladeva. I already explained. That Icha Shakti is Krishna, Jnana Shakti is Vasudeva, Sankarsana, Pradyumna, so that Vasudeva. Jnana, but Lord Krishna, either way. So Icha and Jnana is more with Lord Krishna, and Kriya or Kriya or Sat, existential potential, expansion of these manifestation of the worlds, that is Lord Balaram, Sankarshan. By the influence of Icha Shakti, Gnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti upon the Jiva Shakti, the forms of eternal associates, devas, men, demons, rakshas appear. By the influence of Krishna's Kriya Shakti, Lord's activities become manifest, that is through Balram, Lord Balram. Within the Chit Shakti, Sandhini, Samvit, Ladini Shaktis combine to produce the distinctive ecstasies of Prema. This energy is unlimited and endless. All the activities of Chit Shakti are eternal. Although there is no question of creation as far as the spiritual world is concerned, spiritual world is nonetheless manifest by the supreme will of Sankarshan. And the spiritual world is the abode of the pastimes of the eternal spiritual energy. Now, let's understand from the quoting the Shastra from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami quoting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu conversing with Sri Sanatana Goswami in 20th chapter is mentioning Ananta Shakti Madhye Krishnera Tena Shakti Pradhan Icha Shakti Jnana Shakti Kriya Shakti Nama. Krishna has unlimited potencies out of which three are chief willpower, the power of knowledge, and creative energy. The first two are with Lord Krishna, and creative energy is Kriya Shakti is with Lord Balaram. Icha Shakti Pradhana Krishna, Ichaya Sarvakarta, Jnana Shakti Pradhana Vasudeva Adhisthata. The predominator of willing potency is Lord Krishna. For by his supreme will, everything comes into existence. In willing, there is a need for knowledge, and that knowledge is expressed through Vasudeva. Vasudeva. Vasudeva Sankarshan Pradyumna, that Vasudeva is knowledge, even though it is Vasudeva is generally Lord Krishna. इच्छा ज्ञान क्रिया विना ना हया सृजना तीनेरा तीन शक्ति मेली प्रपंच रचना. There is no possibility of creation without thinking, feeling, willing, knowledge, and action. The combination of the supreme will, knowledge, and action brings about the cosmic manifestation. Kriya Shakti Pradhan Sankarsana Balaram. Prakruta Srushti Karena Nirman. The Lord Sankarsana is Lord Balaram, being the predominator of creative energy. He creates both material and spiritual world. अहंकारेर अधिष्ठाता कृष्णेर इच्छाय गोलोक वैकुंठ सृजे चित शक्ति द्वाराय. The original Sankarsana, Lord Balaram, is the cause of both material and spiritual creation. He is the predominating deity of egoism. And by the will of Krishna and the power of spiritual energy, he creates the spiritual world, which consists of planets, Golok, Vrindavana, and Vaikuntha planets. Um, यद्यपि असृज्य नित्य चित शक्ति विलास तथापि संकर्षण इच्छाया तानहार प्रकाश. Although there is no question of creation as far as the spiritual world is concerned, spiritual world is nonetheless manifested by the supreme will of Krishna. The spiritual world is the abode of the pastimes of the eternal spiritual energy, which means it's always there. You can say, oh, it says created. It is not like the material world created. Here, it is a manifested spiritual world always there. Material world is coming, going, coming, going, destroying, creating, like that. But spiritual world is always there. But it is by the manifestation of Lord Balram. By the will of Krishna, Lord Balram expanded. So doing that. Even during the past times also, when Krishna runs away, nobody, even though he's walking, nobody can catch him. So Lord Balram is making that he's expanding, contracting. One who wants to see the Lord very quickly, then he will contract. And one is a demon, then he will expand. And then he can never catch Krishna. So this is all Lord Balram is doing. Lord Krishna is simply desiring only. Then Lord Balram is doing everything. So that's why we must need mercy of Lord Nityananda. 258 verse. Sahasrapat, yeah, this already I described. Uh, so in this way, we can understand the this one energy coming to Vibhava, Prabhava, and Anubhava. So now we'll come to the sweet pastimes of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So um, first, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in a place called, we'll talk about, this called Garbhavas or Sutika Mandir. Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So appeared in this place. Hadai Pandit Bhavan is there. I'll try to see if I can post all the pictures of these places so that you have a nice view. Adai Pandit Bhavan is the site of original house of Nityananda's father. There are two banyan trees by this temple that are said to have existed since the time of Lord Nityananda. There three deities are there. Left to Nityananda Prabhu is Advaita Acharya, and right to Nityananda Prabhu is Advaita, just we see in Panchatattva at our temple. And the left is Gaurang Mahaprabhu. Three personalities are there on the main altar. In the center of the main altar, this is what it is. And then on the side altar, where this Garbhavas temple, side of altar as deities are Sri Radha, Radha Kanta, and Sri Radha Sri Kanta, a large dancing Gauranga in the center. 10 brass sakis at the bottom. This temple was constructed by Prasanna Kumar, devotee of Lord Prasanna Kumar. So this is and then Hadai Pandit's house is next to it. Now there is a place called Bokula tree. So Bokula Tala, it is also called. It used to have two trunks before, but Lord Nityananda Prabhu felt inconvenience in jumping the branches of one trunk to those other. So by his mercy, he merged the two trunks into one. This Bakula tree is offspring of the original tree that witnessed the pastimes of Nitai Chandra or 500 years. The original tree was very wonderful because all the branches resembled the hoods of cobra. Nityananda Prabhu used to climb the tree while playing with his friends when he would enact Krishna Leelas, pastimes of subduing snake Kaliya. He would use the branches from this tree to simulate that pastime. It is said that formerly it had two trunks, but later on, when the playtimes of Lord Nityananda felt inconvenient jumping, so that's how, by his mercy, merged into two trunks into one trunk. That is a place called Bakula Tala. So, and then we covered Garbhasva. Now there is a place called Hantaguda or Janukunda. The Nityananda Prabhu, seeing the devotees wants to visit Ganga, but it's too far from Ekachakra. So then he brought that Ganga to Ekachakra. This Nitai brought all the sacred water from all the holy places to this Kunda to save all the local residents from having to journey to Ganga to take sacred bath. It is named Hantaguda because Nitai used to perform Dadi Chida festival for distributing chipped rice with yogurt prasad here, and he would take the prasad while kneeling down. This lake is always full of water throughout the year. A great fair is held during the Gostashtami, that is Gopastami. And there is another big fair on Nityananda, the appearance of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. This is called Hantaguda or Janukunda. Basically, Ganga is there. Now, next place is called Kadam Kandi. So, Kadam Kandi. Nice deities are there. Kadam Kandi, Gaur Nityananda is in the middle, and then Krishna Balram and is there in the front, and then Sadbhuj Gauranga at Sadbhuj Gauranga, 6-armed form, also there. There seemingly there is a 12-armed form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I posted. It will be in the part 3 class. You will see that 12-armed form. This is in Dandamanga Leela place, Chandapur or Kamalapur. So on the river of Bhargavi river, where Lord Nityananda broke the staff. So there, the 12-armed form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But now I haven't seen a book where that form was shown, Lord shown it to someone. So I haven't seen or heard it. So we'll let you know if I find in my research. So this is a Kadam Handi. Why it is called Kadam? It is said the deity of Bankim Rai. Maybe I should cover. Maybe let's quickly read this and then we'll go to Bankim Rai because that is the first. Then this is second past time. It is that the deity of Bankim Rai was floating in the water, and Lord Nityananda picked him up and then installed him in the temple. Thereafter, in a place known as Baddapura, in the village of Veerachandrapura, about half-mile west, in a place underneath a neem tree, the deity of Srimati Radharani was found. For this reason, the Radharani of Bankim Rai was known as Baddapurera Thakurani, the mistress of Baddapura. So, now going back to the Bankim Rai temple, very, very important place where Lord Nityananda Prabhu concluded his pastime, entered into this Bankim Rai, which is Lord Krishna. Bankim Rai is nothing but Lord Krishna. Very nice pastime. This is very, very sweet out of all. The priest of the temple described that Lord Nityananda entered within the body of Bankim Rai and departed for his unmanifest pastime. The deity of Jahnava Mata was therefore later placed on the right side of Bankim Rai. This temple was built under the direction of Veerabhadra Gosai, who was the son of Vasudha Mata. under the care of given under the care of Janava Mata. The son of Lord Nityananda. On the altar of this temple is Lord Krishna as Bankin Rai, was originally established by Lord Nityananda. On his left is Srimati Radharani, and on his right is Janava Mata. It is said that Lord Nityananda left this planet by entering into this deity. After Lord Nityananda's disappearance, the deity of Jahnava was placed on the right of Bankin Rai. On another throne to the right of Bankin Rai is the deity of Yoga Maya. In this temple, there is also an altar with the deity of Muralidhara. It is said that this deity was given to Padmavati Devi by the sannyasi Nitai, went on pilgrimage with when he was 12. On the same altar are the deities of Sri Sri Radha Madhava. You see? So many deities. Bankin Rai with Radharani and Janamamata, and then another deity, Krishna, sannyasi given as Muralidhara, Radha Muralidhara. And two Padma, Mother Padmavati, Nityananda Prabhu's mother. Then another deity is Radha Madhava, like in Mayapur. Uh, three deities. To the right on the altar outside the gate, there is another temple dedicated to Madan Mohan Krishna. On his left is consort Srimad Radharani, on his right is Gopi Chandravali. On the right side is Sri Radha Vrindavan Chandra. See, so many deities. These deities are supposed to have been worshipped for 13 generations and are over 450 years old. To the right side of the altar outside the gate, there is another temple, little temple dedicated to Madan Mohan Krishna. On his left is, I described that. On the right side also Sri Sri Radha Vrindavan Chandra. These deities are supposed to have been worshipped. Yeah, I mentioned. After Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Jagannath Puri, he ordered Lord Nityananda to return to Bengal and preach. At this time, Lord Nityananda returned to Ekachakra after being gone for almost 30 years. By this time, his parent had left this world. He then found the deity of Bankin Roy in the Yamuna and at Kadamba Kandi, we just discussed. He installed this deity at temple. Later, a deity of Srimati Radharani was discovered in Badapura, in the locality of Virachandrapura, under near the roots of a neem tree, about half-mile west. This deity was installed to the right of Bankin Roy. For this reason, Radha near Bankin Roy is known as Badapura Thakurani. Now, Bankin Roy and Nityananda's nice pastime. This is a very nice pastime. When Nityananda Prabhu discovered the deity form of Krishna called Bankin Roy in the clay at Kadamba Kandi, he was actually on his way to Vrindavana to perform parikrama of Vraja. He thought to himself that he was going to Vrindavan, but now Vrindavana had come to him. He began to smile. In his mind, he decided that he would still go to Vraja, and upon returning, he would install the deity with pomp and grand ceremony. He then wrapped the deity of Bankin Roy in silk cloth and hid him in a hole in a neem tree, thinking to pick him up on his way back somehow or the other. However, that Lord Nityananda, somehow or the other, came a different, sorry, grandson. He then wrapped the deity of, hold on. In his mind, he decided that he will still go to Vraja upon returning. He would install the deity with a pomp and grand ceremony. He then wrapped the deity of Bankin Roy in silk cloth and hid him in a hole in a neem tree, thinking to pick him up on his way back. Somehow or the other, however, when Nityananda returned, he came by a different road. So he was unable to pick up Bankin Roy from the within the neem tree. The very first night of his return to Ekachakra, Bankin Roy appeared within Nityananda Prabhu's dream and told him that he was hungry and that he was tired of hiding in the hole of a neem tree. He reminded Nityananda of his promise to come and take him upon returning from Vrindavana. That's why Lord Nityananda Prabhu is called Avadut. He does different things nobody can understand. In this dream, Nitai told Bankin Rai that he had meant to come and retrieve him, but he had returned by another route which made it impossible. But Bankin Rai informed him that he still wanted the rich foodstuffs and opulent installation ceremony as promised. Nityananda Prabhu, however, told Bankin Rai that he was tired and could not come just then. He then asked Bankin Rai to decide what he wished, and Nitai said that he would comply. Then Bankin Rai then told Nityananda, all right, if you are unable to come to me, then I shall come to you. In the morning, I will be floating down to the Yamuna within the very same neem tree you hid me in. At that time, please go down to Kadamba Kandi, where you would find me the first time, where you found me the first time. Take me out from the tree hole and install me properly with great pomp and ceremony. Next morning, Lord Nityananda Prabhu, after taking his bath, saw the same neem tree floating down the river. Taking the deity out, he brought him to his place of residence and he himself worshipped Bankin Rai with full opulence daily with his own hands. The deity had solid gold paraphernalia, throne, umbrella, flute, crowns, padukas, footstool, bullhorn, plates, cups, jewelry, crowns, arati articles. Until the end of his manifest pastime, Lord Nityananda Prabhu worshipped Bankin Rai. Soon after, Mahaprabhu finished his manifest leelas and disappeared into the deity of Tota Gopinath, that is in Puri, Jagannath Puri, Tota Gopinath deity. Very, very. I think I posted the picture. I think I posted. But anyway, I'll try to combine all these pictures and see either and we'll see how to present it. Maybe as a one video showing just pictures and the place and giving brief description. Maybe that will work. Soon after Mahaprabhu finished his manifest Leelas and disappeared into the deity of Total, Nityananda Prabhu finished his manifest pastime and disappeared in the deity of Bankin Roy. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu disappeared at Tota Gopinath in Jagannath Puri, and Nityananda Prabhu disappeared at Bankin Roy at Ekachakra Dham, this temple. Now, another place called Kundala Tala. There are almost 10 to 15 places in this Ekachakra Dham, small village, but there are so many little places, beautiful pastime. Kondalatala, the pastime, the snake was actually where Lord Nityananda used his earring to block a snake in his hole, stopping him from disturbing the residents of this area. The snake was actually an arrow weapon given by Lord Shiva to Arjuna. Arjuna fired it to kill Bakasura in order to help Bhima, who left alone on that mission. By the time that the weapon arrived on the spot, Bakasura was already dead. Therefore, the snake weapon could not complete its mission. Since then, the snake remained in the area and would disturb the locals. When Lord Nityananda heard of this, he blocked the snake in his hole with one of his earrings, which magically expanded in size. When the snake asked Lord Nityananda how he would get his food, Lord Nityananda told him that a temple will be built here. People would regularly come and make offerings of milk and other things. This pastime is the reason why Lord Nityananda is seen with only one earring in pictures and depict his later pastimes. See, this is the reason. So one earring. So because one earring he has given, this pastime already happened. So only one earring left for him. So that's why he wears one earring. So now we understand. Now another place called Malatala. Malatala. So this is all in Ekachakradam. In the courtyard of Lord Nityananda house, an old Pippala tree called Malatala. Just before Nitai departed with the unknown sannyasi, Hadai Pandit, came here. Hadai Pandit, it means father of Lord Nityananda, chanted Japa under this tree. Mala means Japa beads and Tala means tree. Where Nitai was about to depart, Hadai Pandit left his Japa beads here due to anxiety. Lord Chaitanya came to Ekachakra many years after Lord Nityananda left. This is after Nityananda Prabhu was there 12 years at this place, and then Sannyasi came and took him. So after Nityananda was taken away by Sannyasi for almost 30 years or so, he was traveling different places. So that time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to this place. It is said that at that time Lord Chaitanya left his flower garland on the branch of this tree. Mala also means garland. Therefore, also for this reason, this tree was called Malatala. So we heard the Kundala Tala, Katamahandi, Hantaguda, Garbhasva, Bankin Roy, Bakula Tala, now Maudeshwar Shiva. This is a pastime of Maudeshwar Shiva at this place. There is an ancient Shiva temple where Hadai Pandit, the father of Lord Nityananda, would do his worship. When Lord Nityananda appeared in Ekachakra, this deity roared so loudly that Advaita Acharya and other devotees could hear and understand the roars, meaning that at their distant residence in Mayapur and Shantipur, that Avaduta has appeared on this planet. Because Lord Nityananda Prabhu is Lord Balaram and Lord Ananta, thousand-headed snakes. This is all his expansion. So Lord Shiva is also getting his power from Lord Balaram. He's always meditating on Rama. That is Lord Balaram. So that's why. So he always Lord Shiva also carries the snakes. And when his annihilation starts, Lord Anantadev, who from his fire comes, and then Rudras will carry on the duty of destruction. So that's they are very close, Lord Shiva and Lord Balaram. So that's why you can see here. So Maudeshwar Shiva temple is in the Ekachakradam where Lord Nityananda Prabhu appeared. Now there is another place called Nari Nota or Amarapita. This is also here in Ekachakradam. It is an umbilical cord. Nitai's umbilical cord was placed here by his parents, Sriman Hadai Pandit and Padmavati Devi. That's why it's called Nari Nota or Amarapita. Now there is another place called Nitai Kunda, where Nityananda Prabhu used to bathe. Nitai Kunda. This is a pond beside Lord Nityananda's house. Dhotis, plates, utensils, etc. of Nitai were washed, embodied in its core, not visible to material eyes. Is another kunda named Ananga Kunda. The pujari of the temple used water from this kunda for their deity worship. Nitai Kunda. This is for washing. Yeah, washing and deity worship, two separate kundas are there. Ananga Kunda and Nitai Kunda. So now there is another place called Padmavati Kunda. Padmavati Kunda. So where it is explained. So explained Lord Nityananda, after Lord Nityananda Prabhu's mother Srimad Padmavati Devi, named after. Adai Pandit received this as a gift from his father-in-law Mukta Narayan Roy. Padmavati would come here and bathe little Nitai every day. This Kunda is behind Lord Nityananda's birthplace. It's called Padmavati Kunda. This is a gift given by his father-in-law, Mukta Narayan Roy. So Padmavati used to bathe him, bathe the Lord here. This is called Padmavati Kunda. Now Pandava Tala. So because in Ekachakra, Pandavas lived here. So there's a tree there. This is 5 minutes walk into the field southeast of Lord Nityananda Prabhu's place. The Pandavas lived here with their mother Kunti when they were exiled to the forest. This area is surrounded by a group of Keli Kadamba trees. Sri Radha Krishna deities at Pandavatala. Sri Vyasadeva with the Pandavas also came to this place. Vyasadeva visited this place with Kunti Devi and Pancha Pandavas. What is Sikandabi? This is where Bakasura demon lived, who terrorized the people of Ekachakra for many years. Demon used to eat one human being from local villages in the area of Ekachakra. People set up a system where one person from different family was sent to Bakasura each day. Queen Kunti, mother of Pandava, requested Bhima, who had the strength of 10,000 elephants, to kill this demon. Bhima then killed this demon after a furious fight. This is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. Even the fossilage also, they gave the picture of Bakasura demon. The yeah, and then even the Kunti Maharani's deep impression is there. The lamp used by Kunti Maharani is also given the picture. Next place is called Yamuna River, and then there is Vishramtala, river of Yamuna. Not different from Yamuna River, Sri Vandavan Dham, its origin Ekachakra. So where it is given. This river's origin in 6 miles above where there is a Shiva temple that was established by Shiva Singh during Nitai's childhood. Shiva Singh had in his mind to excavate a pond that could be dedicated to his worshipful deity Mahadev Shiva. He called many workers to come and then had them begin digging deeply, but no water would come. According to the custom, when excavating pond, if the pond was considered sacred, water must come up immediately. Not receiving the slightest hint of water, Shiva Singh became saddened and thought that he would not be able to dedicate this pond to Mahadeva. Some Pandits and sages in the area told him that in Ekachakra, one Brahmana called Sri Adai Pandit had an extraordinary son named Nityananda. If you ask his father to let him come here, just by the presence of his lotus feet, water will appear in your pond. They said Shiva Singh knew Adai Pandit quite well for two reasons. First, Adai Pandit was born and had lived his entire life and nearby Ekachakra. In addition, Adai Pandit also worshipped a Shivalinga known as Bandiswara. Shiva Singh happily approached Adai Pandit and explained the situation. Adai Pandit assured him that Nityananda would come. One day, soon after, Nityananda Prabhu appeared dancing in the middle of all of his cohort boy friends. They were busy blowing their horns and merrily playing their flutes. As soon as Nityananda danced on the pond, water immediately erupted and gushed skywards. The pond was quickly filled with cool, crystal clear, tasty water. All the hundreds of people who had come to see the fun applauded and cheered, saying, "Well done, well done." Shiva Singh had a daughter whose name was Yamuna Devi. She had been watching everything from the roof of the house. When she saw Lord Nityananda's lotus-eyed beautiful form, she became infatuated and immediately desired to have him her husband. Impetuously jumping from the rooftop, she landed in the water of this pond, making a big splash, which by chance washed the feet of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, who was standing on the bank. From this day onwards, a small river flowed downstream to Ekachakra. In this stream, the deity of Bankin Roy manifested himself and was retrieved from Kadamba Kandi by Lord Nityananda 30 years later. So this is the Yamuna river. So now the last one is, I think we covered river of Yamuna, Pandavatala, Padmavati Kunda, Arinota, Modeshwar Shiva, Malatala, Kundalatala, Kadam Handi, Vishram Tala. Now, this is the last one, Vishram Tala. During the time of Nityananda, there was a very old large banyan tree. The place under this banyan tree was called Vishramtala in Nitai's Leela. After Adai Pandit turned over his son Nityananda Prabhu to the mysterious sannyasi, he turned over his son Nityananda to mysterious sannyasi. He entered his house to woefully explain the situation to his wife Padmavati Devi. At that time, Lord Nityananda told sannyasi that he had checked his mother's reaction. He had checked his mother's reaction before he could leave. He therefore suggested that they take a few minutes rest under the banyan tree before departing. How much affection Lord Nityananda had with his mother. As soon as Padmavati Devi heard from Adai Pandit that their beloved Nitai was actually departing. She ran out of the house, shrieking and screaming completely hysterically, my Nitai, please, oh Sannyasi, please be merciful. Do not take my Nitai from me. Do not take my Nitai from me. Nityananda Prabhu looked at Sannyasi to do something to elevate the situation. The Sannyasi then revealed an extraordinary deity made of black marble, which he took from his traveling bag and presented to Sri Padmavati Devi. Upon seeing this wonderful deity, she immediately calmed down and stopped her crying. The sannyasi told her the deity's name is Muralidhara. As I explained in Ekachakra, this deity is also the Muralidhara, which was given by the sannyasi. That she would receive everything by worshipping the deity. Padmavati Devi tearfully told sannyasi that the deity would never replace her Nitai. Then sannyasi replied that the Murti Muralidhara would give her everything, and that if she looked into the face of the deity, she would see her Nitai. Srimad Padmavati Devi then looked into the face of Muralidhara. To her great joy, she saw the face of her beloved son Nitai. Seeing this, she became completely satisfied and embraced her son for the last time. Blessing him, she allowed him to go on pilgrimage with sannyasi. The deity of Muralidhara was established by Srimati Padmavati Devi, and this is factually the original deity of Ekachakra. So, in this way, wonderful holy places and pastimes of Lord Nityananda Prabhu just at his birthplace. Almost 12 to 15 holy places here we covered.